The following program was made possible by the National Wheelchair Foundation with extremely generous contributions from dents like you.
Money.
Good job, bud.
Money, a ton of money. As long as I print money today, that's all I care about.
Hey guys, it's Derek here, and I wanted to apologize to Reese Robbins. I'm extremely sorry.
Hello and welcome to the internet. I am your host, Detractor Media. So yesterday, Phil made the claim that facts cannot be an insult. Today, a dent had the audacity to ask whether or not the fact that Cat was fat was an insult. Purely diabolical. Let's see how it worked out for him.
The trolls are so fucked. Seriously? Like, listen to this idiot. I'm serious. Listen to this idiot. You said the other night, facts can't be insults. What if someone calls Cat fat, or is it different because she has medical issues that cause her to gain weight? She's not fat, you fucking retard. She's not. You haven't seen her in 2 years. Over 2 years. You're a fucking idiot. You can't say something you don't know as a fact. Therefore, you are wrong. Enjoy your ban. Seriously, let me ask you a question, a very serious question for anyone with a brain. You've seen how I have transformed in the last 2 to 3 years. You've noticed the body transformation that I've lost a significant amount of weight about 2 years ago. So beginning of 2024, mid-2024, I probably weighed about 200 to 210 pounds. Okay, now I'm around 170. All right, I want you to think about that. Now, how do you think I did it? Diet. Exercise. Lifestyle changes. Okay? I'm married.
No one fucking cares.
Do you think that when we changed our diet, I started eating healthy and my wife didn't? Yeah. You think she had a completely separate diet, completely different food that we stocked in the house for her versus me?
Yeah, that's about the short of it.
Only an idiot would think that.
Look at the top of his head.
So obviously, if she's eating the same food I am, if she's exercising and working out like I am, then she also has gotten healthy. You incompetent jackass.
That's not entirely true. Just because you eat one way doesn't mean that your partner or other people that live in your house eat the same way. So for instance, I'm vegan, right? I've never had a partner that has been vegan. I've never had a partner that exercised. I've never had a partner that ate plant-based. I've never had a partner that did most of the things that I did in my day-to-day life. So just because you share a household together does not mean that you share the same dietary routines, workout routines. You could live two completely separate lives, and in most cases, it seems like in regards to Phil and Kat, they most likely do live two completely separate lives. It does not seem like they have anything in common, and that their relationship is really anything more than her doing everything while he sits on his ass and begs for money. Just because you live under the same household and are partners does not mean that you share the same routines in any sense of the word. She has her own life, sort of, as much as you let her have, because we know that you control every aspect, or as many aspects as you can of her life. But she still, as far as we know, has a job. She can get in her little snort car and go to, Snort King or Snort Donald's or whatever. And she can go anywhere she wants as long as she's not with you and eat, and you don't know what she eats. So that's not true. That's a fallacy that doesn't even pass the sniff test.
Anyway,
I hate that fake fucking laugh he does. You notice when he's playing video games, it's like there's two separate laughs. When he's really uncomfortable because he knows someone's most likely telling the truth or peeling back the paint on something that could possibly be true, he does that kind of laugh. When he's playing a video game, and he's watching some cutscene or trying to feign excitement, trying to feign interest, it's just something that I've noticed that I don't know if you guys have noticed too, but you probably have.
Later.
And then someone has the audacity to ask him to bring his wife on stream to prove that she's not fat. Let's see what he says.
Okay. Of course, someone tips $1.50, says, bring your wife on stream. Bring your wife on stream. No. Because you don't deserve it. Okay, thanks for $1, though. You don't deserve her. That's the truth. These weirdos on the internet who hyper obsess and hyper focus and say toxic shit constantly don't deserve to see my wife. So fuck you.
So, if your wife wasn't overweight, you don't have to prove anything to us, but we know that you desperately want to prove yourself to the trolls. You definitely want to prove yourself to everybody that negates you because you want to get that W. If you really wanted to prove it, you could just show a still image of her or something if you really wanted to. And like I said, we know you want to. You could just show a still image of Kat and show us that she's skinny or she's not as big as she used to be. Now, I've heard people talk about her. I've talked plenty of shit about Kat in the past. If she did manage to lose weight and get healthier, I'm glad for her. I made fun of her because it's fun, because it pisses Phil off. And I don't really give a fuck about either one of them. But if she did lose the weight, if she is eating healthier and living and feeling better, I'm glad that she is. But I will continue to talk shit about her regardless. Well, not regardless. I will continue to talk shit about her because it pisses Phil off. But yeah, if you really wanted to prove it, just show us a picture or something, you know, just give us proof that she's not the weight that she used to be. Because for all we know, she could be bigger. She could have been eating fast food all the time. Like I said, wherever she works, I think she works at like Best Buy or something. Most Best Buys, at least that I've seen, are in like some sort of shopping center. So she could be surrounded by a Moe's or a McDonald's or whatever. She could be eating fast food all the time. She could be huge, right? Nobody knows. But if you really wanted to prove it, you could show some sort of, just like, it's the same thing. I'm not going to let this run forever because I know the last one was like a 40-minute runtime. It's the same thing with exercising. If you really were exercising, you would show us some proof that you're exercising, right? You would have some sort of video of you doing dumbbell curls or doing something, right? And what dude doesn't have videos of them working out if they actually work out? Especially if you're starting to see some sort of change in your body, you're starting to see, you know, some muscle mass. You definitely would take pictures or some sort of videos to chronicle your progress. If you were really working out, you would have some sort of evidence that you do, and you would most likely be very willing to show us, to be like, hey, fuck you. Here's me actively working out. Here's me, I don't know, you know, a flex picture of some sort. He's not going to do that because I don't think that he may work out with like dumbbells. He's not working out the way that he says he is. And Kat is probably not eating and being healthy the way that he says she is. It's hard to believe anything that he says when he lies habitually about everything, right? There's no reason to take his word for it. But there's ways to prove that she's losing weight, that you're actually exercising, that you're making progress. But you crashing out like that and calling people slurs just proves that it's probably true, right? Think about it. Anyways, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Happy Friday. Y'all have a good weekend. I've been your host, Detractor Media. Be good to be good at it. Passe la bonne journée. Au revoir.